Many countries in the world have adequate healthcare standards and take this privilege for granted, while smaller, more desolate countries suffer from the lack of healthcare standards conflicting with the effects of epidemics. One such country is Sierra Leone. With a score of 0 on the World Health Organization's Health Systems Performance Index and about 22 physicians per million people, the country lacks adequate healthcare standards, and for this reason, the average life expectancy is only 54 years from birth. An epidemic affecting Sierra Leone is malaria. In 2013, there was a documented 1.7 million cases of malaria in the country, causing 4,326 casualties that year. Another large health concern in the country is the Ebola virus, which had over 9,000 cases in 2014. About malaria. There are 4 types of parasites that can cause malaria in humans: Plasmodium vivax, P. ovale, P. malariae, and P. falciparum. P. falciparum causes a more severe form of malaria. Malaria is transported by Anopheles mosquitoes and is caused by the release of the Plasmodium parasite from the mosquito. Parasites make their way through the bloodstream, ending up in the liver. It usually remains there until matured, where it then begins the process of infecting the red blood cells. It takes between 48 and 72 hours for the parasite to begin multiplying and bursting open the RBCs. About Ebola. Ebola is a bio-level 4 virus. This means that it is a fatal disease with no known cure or vaccines. There are currently 4 known types of Ebola that affects humans: the Zaire Ebola virus, Sudan Ebola virus, Thai Forest Ebola virus, and Bundai Bugyo Ebola virus. Ebola's natural host is fruit bats. Ebola is spread through contact between bodily fluids. It causes lowered white blood cell and platelet counts as well as elevated liver enzymes. Symptoms of Ebola include fever, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, and sore throat. This is followed by vomiting, diarrhea, rashes, symptoms of impaired kidney and liver functions, and in some cases both internal and external bleeding. Aiding Sierra Leone. Providing aid to Sierra Leone is a long and complex process that requires a large assortment of legalities, fees, and most importantly, research. One of the first things that must be researched is the culture of Sierra Leone. In order to obtain the trust of the people, we are required to have a representative who not only speaks the native tongue, but also has great persuasion skills while still remaining personable. The next thing to investigate is the layout of the land. When traveling to any country, knowing where you are and where you're going can be the deciding factor for who lives and who dies. For example, known criminally active spots are areas where our medical help is most needed. Our goal for helping them is not just to bring up the physicians per million, but to also spread awareness and promote and assist education throughout the country. This can go a long way in helping the general health care of a country. Methods of aid include clinics, awareness, and education. Expenses include construction, energy, fuel, researchers, transportation, legal rights to work in the country, and equipment.